So I started this channel in April of 2011. I probably posted around maybe 5 to 10 videos within the first year, and then ended up losing the password, and then life happened, right? And it just got in the way. So I completely just dropped YouTube and I focused on other social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, right? And then I went back to YouTube because that's just where my passion has been, for a lot of you as well. I've posted over 550 videos, and that was whenever I made my return. So I probably posted around 540 videos within 2.5, 3 years. And I gained over 1 million views on the channel and over 1,600 subscribers. What I've learned from that is I've watched a lot of YouTube gurus, and a lot of them have good things to say, but a majority of them are capping, right? A majority of them, they're just trying to keep you on the platform so they can just run up their own retention, their views, while just trying to convince you that what they're doing, you should do. But as a small channel, I really don't have much to gain from you because this isn't even my niche, right? I tried to double down into the anime niche, and this is pretty much what I've learned from it, okay? So what I've learned is that there are a lot of things in the background that you really have to pay attention to whenever you look at your analytics, okay? So YouTube is a business first, right? So you'll see a fluctuation in your views and whether or not your videos get pushed out based on how the world is doing or how the economy is doing. It's almost like it's a stock, you know what I'm saying? So I've noticed, like, whenever things are flourishing, my videos do very well. That's because advertisers are willing to pay more money to YouTube to have their advertisements in your videos, whether if it's shorts, lives, or just long form content. So it does kind of come hand in hand in making better content, but YouTube will stop pushing your videos out if they don't feel like your videos are profitable. Like, usually they would just push your videos out into the audience that they feel that would fit your niche. But if people aren't willing to spend money in the economy, then advertisers aren't willing to spend money to YouTube to show ads, because it just doesn't make sense. It's like, why would YouTube continue to show ads? Why would advertisers continue to pay them if they know that the people that are watching the videos aren't going to buy anything? YouTube gurus never talk about that. As far as the ones that I've seen or the videos that get recommended to me, like, they always talk about how,
oh, these YouTube changes, blah, 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 are going to help you, blah, blah, this and that.
but they don't tell you that the way that the economy moves is very dependent on how the ads are shown on your videos or how much your videos get pushed out. But you can get lucky, right? I got lucky on a lot of shorts, I feel. It took a lot of learning with editing, because I do all my thumbnails, all my titles, all of my editing for shorts and live stream. I try to do all of it, right? I try to use all the tools that YouTube gives me to show them that I'm actually trying to keep up with all the changes that they make, right? But a lot of the times they are suppressing your videos because they don't feel like your videos are profitable for them, for the advertisers that are paying them. So they would rather go ahead and take the money that these advertisers are giving to them, and why not throw it on like a Mr. Beast video, a Kai Cenat, a iShowSpeed, Casey Neistat video. You just need to remember, if you keep posting videos, that is probably going to be your best bet. Now, what you're doing in your free time when you're not posting or editing videos, if you're editing them yourself, you need to be brainstorming an original idea. And that is almost impossible today, because back in 2011, in the early YouTube days, that is whenever I should have been deep into YouTube in creating original content. The only reason, as to why that I've been able to do the things I have been doing now on YouTube is because I've built up the capital to where I can have monitors, have better editing software, better camera, better mic, and I've had, people support me throughout. It just wasn't me by myself, right? I've had people just supporting me, but sometimes you feel like you're a little bit too late and you pass the boom. But that's the negative thinking that's going to stop you from growing your channel. I've seen a lot of YouTube suppression. I've reached out to YouTube about specific things, and of course, they don't want to really talk about the issues because a lot of people are sending them emails and addressing the same concerns that I do. So all you can really do that I've seen after 3 years is that you need to be consistent with your content. I don't necessarily think that you should stick to a particular niche, because it can hurt you if you stick to a niche that just kind of isn't profitable for YouTube, and they just decide not to push those videos out anymore. For instance, if you make videos in the financial sector of YouTube, those videos get the most CPM and RPM to an insane amount. His channel alone from Google AdSense made over $2 million. Now, the same channel over the same lifetime period that this YouTuber has been making videos, like if you put my channel with the same exact amount of subscribers, same videos, same views, same watch time, same click-through rate, retention, all of it, that my videos or anime videos or just entertainment videos will not net as much money as a financial YouTuber will. If you're a financial YouTuber, you are literally talking about money. That is what you're talking about. You're either talking about crypto, investing, all of that. YouTube, that's what YouTube wants. They want money, and a lot of it is luck. So I will say, if you are trying to figure out what you need to do with your channel, like I said, the only things that you really can do is the consistency in posting. If you keep posting, try posting filler content. If you're just starting out and you haven't gotten your channel monetized yet, you just need to keep posting, so that way the algorithm can just keep pushing you out there. Because if you just keep posting one video every now and then, that one video may start to gain traction, but then YouTube can just stop it, right? So you need to put another one behind it. So whenever one video performs and then stops, you have another video that can kind of keep going and keep going and keep going out there up until one of them pops off. And then it turns into a snowball effect where people will just keep watching the videos on your channel. Now, that's pretty much what's going on with my channel. People are watching more and more and more videos that I post after they watch the first one. Okay. And I'm happy that I've reached 1 million views over the channel, because that is a milestone that I didn't even really think when I started the channel that I could even get to. But as a small channel, I'm not even in a financial niche, but I'm making this video because I feel like there are a lot of people that need to understand exactly that YouTube works as a business and not your friend. YouTube has gotten past the point of wanting to broadcast you and for you to share yourself, or for you to, just create vlog content, or, just like IRL streaming, right? They only want to back whatever's profitable, because in the economy that we're living in today, it is very bad. Like, no one's gonna want to spend $100 on a product that doesn't benefit them to a insane degree, if that's like their whole daily wage. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to want to spend that money. So it's the same thing with advertisers. They're not going to be wanting to put their hard-earned money on a YouTube video that isn't really performing well, and then YouTube doesn't want to use the resources to push that video. So you'll just see a lot of the times that, yeah, your click-through rate may be high, but YouTube isn't going to want to spread your video around to other audiences, because it's just not going to benefit them. It's just going to cost them more money to push your videos out. So that's why you see, before you even get monetized, that they'll have ads playing on your videos and you not seeing any of it. And then don't be surprised, even for me, I did get surprised whenever I did get monetized. And then I did see some videos perform, and then they would just completely just halt off, because YouTube knows that they're not getting all that money and they have to split it with you. So they don't want to split all that cash flow with you, right? They want to be able to retain all of that themselves, which is exactly why I say again, they have no problem posting ads on your videos before you are monetized. So if you do see your views stumble back down whenever you get monetized, that's the reason why. Because they're not getting the whole cut of that pie and they have to share it with you. So that's why you'll see people create new accounts, even if they've had, I have multiple accounts. I have multiple YouTube accounts, and some of them I'm not gonna talk about any of the accounts per se, just because I want to keep them private and then just see how they do as well in the background. But this is my face channel. I have a couple of no face channels, but this is my face channel. Just be staying consistent in your posting if you are brand new, because that is the only way you're going to get yourself out there. Also, don't limit yourself just to one platform. Okay, I post on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram, not so much, but TikTok, yeah, I do, because TikTok has a better discovery, and YouTube also has pretty good discovery. I haven't started on Twitch yet for streaming because Twitch doesn't have very good discovery as well. If I were to give you some solid advice on what platforms to use for discovery, it's YouTube Shorts. You may feel like YouTube Shorts can hurt your channel because a lot of people today they consume short form content because of TikTok's discovery, and YouTube wants to copy the same thing with shorts, right? But they still haven't been able to completely grasp TikTok's algorithm, because currently TikTok has the best algorithm and they have the youngest audience and the biggest audience. So YouTube wants a little piece of that pie. So I would definitely say, in your free time, start scripting videos, record as much as you can, post clips. If you want your long form videos to reach broader audiences, create short form content, clips out of your long form content, and then put the related video in the bottom description of the short and share them across all other platforms, because you need the discovery from other places, because you have no idea that the same video that you have on YouTube may not perform well on YouTube, but it will pop off on another platform. And if you can get those eyes back over to your main platform, if it is YouTube, that's all the better. Closing statements, I will say, don't take everything that these YouTube gurus say to heart, because they just want to keep you on their platform as well. So that's their job, you know, like they're here to tell you and explain all these different YouTube features that you should be trying out, because that's just their job. Don't take it all to heart. They're not really telling you like the full truth. And like I said, if you feel like I rambled a lot in the beginning, I'm gonna try to summarize a little bit more right now. So discovery is important. Do not limit yourself to just YouTube alone. Take your short form, take your long form, and find other platforms that welcome those types of formats and post them there so you can get eyeballs from whichever one works the best. You want to have a blanket of content completely surrounding your image. Even if you have your face, post your face in the thumbnails. People need to keep seeing your face, and eventually, like, okay, this guy's been grinding, this girl's been grinding, let me just keep them, let me subscribe, blah blah blah. Okay, now remember, YouTube is a business. If advertisers are struggling with their own wallets, they're not going to want to keep paying YouTube to place ads on videos that do not perform up to their standards. Not your standards, their standards. So if you're not a Mr. Beast or a Kai Cenat or a iShowSpeed or any type of other YouTuber that has millions of subscribers, they're not going to really be wanting to put ads on your videos whenever they know that they already have eyeballs established on these big names and they could just throw them on there. They're looking for max profitability, and they have better security with bigger names than they have with myself or any other small creator. Right now, YouTube thinks small creators are between 500 subs and 500,000 subs. No. Anybody under, I would say, 50,000 subs is a small creator. Okay? Anything below a YouTube plaque is a small creator. So I just want to let y'all know is that if you see that the economy is struggling and then you see that your views are dropping off, it might be because advertisers are just not wanting to spend as much as they want to, right? And then YouTube just kind of rolls out all of these features and it keeps changing the algorithm on you. And then they'll tell you to make better videos, make better thumbnails, change your titles. But that's just a bunch of background noise. The truth is, they just don't want to push your videos out because it requires more from them to do that, to help you. So it's just a give and take between the two. Do your best to create original content. I create all types of content. I try to create skits. I try to create original content, but it's really hard to do something original when in today's age, in 2025, everybody's already done everything. That it feels like everyone's already done all of it already. So just really daydream about something original and then try to write it down so you don't forget. Write down all your goals, journal, anything that you can do. You can manifest all the things that you want if you write them down and just put them out in the universe and then act on them. You're not going to get anywhere on YouTube or any other place in life or social media by just having an idea and then not acting on it. So what I implore you to do is, if you haven't started your YouTube channel, or you're in the same position that I am and you're struggling to get your channel off, really try to buckle down and post as many videos as you can, or try to post every day for 30 days. If you are someone who can post every day for 60 days or 90 days, do that. You will definitely see a bigger difference in discovery. If you're a small channel and still trying to figure out what you need to do, don't lock yourself into a niche. You know, as a small channel, you'll see greater gains, because that is what I saw. Whenever I posted maybe about 35 videos within 30 days. And it was about 1 to 2 videos every day. It was around 35, 40 videos. That is the greatest I seen my analytics grow. And there are some videos that didn't perform well on YouTube that I posted on TikTok that 10x'd on that platform as well. And sometimes you might need to repost your content. Sometimes you'll have a short video and you'll post it, and then you'll see it gains no views over hours, right? You need to unlist the video and then repost it, maybe change the thumbnail of the video and change the title. And then sometimes that puts the video in a different spot to where YouTube can put it on a shelf and it perform better. Okay. I'm trying to just say everything off the dome. I'm making sure I don't miss anything. I didn't script any of this out, but yeah. I've also seen that YouTube likes, the audience likes these type of videos where you kind of just sit down and talk and ramble and just kind of maybe vent, you know what I mean? But they just like being spoken to, and this kind of counts as original content, right? This is a form of original content. But if you look at my channel, like I said, this is not within my realm or my niche, because I kind of do, like I said, vlog and anime style content. And whenever I'm doing reaction videos, that isn't original. You know what I'm saying? That's been done before. But what is original is my take on what I'm watching and the way that I react to it. So until then, I still try until God puts a video or an idea in my head and I do my best to execute that idea. So definitely just keep doing your best and taking action, and don't ignore opportunities that come your way. YouTube is not easy. So whenever I see those YouTube channels that says
YouTube is easier than ever today,
I'm just like, bro, shut up. Like, you're literally just trying to get clicks. Don't listen to those channels. Do not listen or trust any channel that tells you that do this today because it is the easiest way, or this is easy this, easy that, YouTube is easy. Just don't even listen to those videos. Take them off your recommended, because anything that is worth it is not easy. Okay? Do not listen to the people that talk about this is easy, this is easy. Don't listen to them. Don't even give them pay no mind. I would just block them. Because if YouTube was easy, everybody would be doing it. It's the people that have figured out YouTube to a degree and had the capital to push themselves through. And to be honest, YouTube has definitely been worth it to me based off of all the things that all the skills that I've learned, like just creating ideas on thumbnails, multiple thumbnails, editing, all of that I can take from YouTube and bring it to another company or edit videos for somebody. It's just a skill that I learned that I feel like is very important today, because content is king. Content is king. If you're a business in 2025 and you do not have a social media channel, you are doing yourself a big disservice, because YouTube is like, or social media is just like a giant billboard for your company. So that's all I really have to say. YouTube is not easy. It is very hard. Is it easier than a 9-to-5 job? It depends on what you're doing. It depends on your 9-to-5 job. Now, if you're a doctor, or you're a construction worker, or you're like a paramedic, or anything like that. I definitely don't think YouTube is harder than those fields, but YouTube is very time consuming and mentally draining, because if you're the one that's doing all of your editing, all of your analytics, all of your research, all of your thumbnails, all your titles, it can become very draining, especially just working for yourself. It can become very, very tiresome because you have to show up for yourself, especially if you're not monetized. You have to force yourself to get up, force yourself to post content, and not seeing anything in return. It's almost just like being an intern, right? Until you hit those monetization goals. But again, the YouTube journey is definitely not an easy one, but I feel like I'm never going to stop posting videos, because I still never did. Even though I stopped posting videos, if you see my analytics, and from 2011 till like 2021 or 2022, I wasn't posting anything. I still had videos that were performing well whenever I figured out what my password was again, and I had some help with that as well. So again, I went from having like 4,000 views to a million views on the channel. And I have old videos that continue to go through the algorithm. And I feel like I've gotten to a point where this was a good investment, and it still is. And this is a channel that I'm going to continue to have and continue to keep posting on, and just see how it goes. Because like I said, I would not be here if it wasn't for all the people that have watched my videos and supported and shared my stuff. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make this video to kind of shed some light on the things that I struggled with and continue to struggle with YouTube. And sometimes a lot of people that are on the same journey, they're running into the same problems and having the same questions and not getting a clear answer from other people on YouTube or YouTube themselves. Yeah, that's all I have. Appreciate y'all. Peace.